All Ball TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. Playing no games on Thursday. See the ties on Flea over there with the Yankee fitted.
Draft
Throwing me off. Pinstriped up. I disgusted, but I respect it. It means business. It means business. All Ball. He got the new specs. This guy looking like a new man, Flea. I ain't really.
Camerato.
Yo. Que lo que monstruo.
Que la que monstruo. I know how to get freaky, nigga. You know I know how to do that shit. OG, what up, baby?
What's good, man?
Cuéntame, maní. Please. Maní.
Yeah, let's go.
Somebody told me that was Dominican's attempt to try to say my nigga. It's maní.
I promise you go in the bodega, man. You get your bacon, egg, and cheese. You get your beef patty, whatever you go in there, chopped cheese, whatever you go in there to get. You gotta mock the son right there, the poppy nigga. You gotta mock him. That's how I learned Spanish. You gotta mock the nigga. Like whatever he say, you gotta say it back. Word.
I see you. Tori B is in the building. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant. One of the ladies from All Ball TV is in the building, y'all. Tori B, what's happening, baby? Y'all know the drill, man. Throw a heart up there, a thumbs up, a high, hard eyes, whatever y'all do. Speak to the beautiful ladies.
La
Always gotta highlight the ladies. Oh.
She's
And
here.
the other
She's here.
lady of All Ball TV, Darlene Bryant, is in the building. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant. Fellas, show love. Darlene Bryant, Tori B. What up, y'all?
Darlene B, what up, baby?
There's a new Superman. How was it?
Gotta ask OG. You know OG see everything.
That shit come out tomorrow. I'll tell you one thing, Jurassic Park might have been one of the worst movies ever made.
I was about to
The
ask
new
you
one?
about that.
Terrible. No good. It's worse than no good. I don't even know what to call it. Terrible.
I took Baby Flea to see that new Karate Kid that's out now a couple weeks ago.
Okay, how was it?
No.
Trash?
No, it's not it. It's not it, man. Not it.
Wow.
The Karate Kid though with Jaden Smith was all right. I liked it.
No, that was actually good.
That was cool. That was cool.
A lot of remakes they shouldn't be remaking, man. Just don't.
I mean, ain't nothing like Daniel's son and Mr. Miyagi though. Ain't nothing like Daniel's son.
Wax on, wax off, like
Wax
Mr.
on, wax
Miyagi.
off.
Oh man.
Daniel's son is in the new one though.
Yes, I seen the preview of it.
Yeah, he is in the new one.
Oh, but that was fire though, because they had the thing, the show.
Jackie Chan is in the new one too. It's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
They can keep that.
Show
I ain't wasting my 2 hours.
I definitely understand it, but that's how they blew up. They got a bag from Netflix like that because it was out on YouTube first, the series, and it was cool, it was funny. And I didn't realize they snatched it off YouTube. I forgot how much they paid them. And look, they blew up and now they made another movie. Mm-hmm. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Good for them.
Hey, real quick before we get going, my son is at a spot right now with his girl, doing like it's a convention out here for like anime and stuff like that. He's into that anime thing. But there's also like some exhibit for Squid Games. Did y'all watch that? I'm not a Squid Games guy, but I wanted to ask y'all if y'all
the first season was real good, and I mean I didn't get to watch all of the last season. The first season was real good though, but it's
Okay.
You know how it be.
I'm not a squid.
Once something is real good and they get that hype and that money and everything behind it, it kind of gets a little watered down. But it's all right. They exaggerating it.
I never watched it, so I can't. I don't want to say it's whack or this or that. I never
No,
saw it.
it's decent. It's you can watch it, but they overhyping it like crazy.
Okay.
Just like they overhyping this summer league game.
It's on
Ronnie going for 30 tonight. 30.
Dirty. It's on.
30.
Yes, on ESPN. I vow all season I am not commenting on Bronny James. I'm over that.
All season long? We're not doing it?
Nope. I may put up a funny story, but I'm not commenting. I'm not discussing it.
Good or bad? Good or bad?
Ain't gonna be no good.
Well, I'm just saying, you an asshole. I'm just saying, what if, you know, what if?
I ain't scared none of that smoke.
What if he has a decent season? What's a decent season? OG?
No. Hold on, Fabi. I mean, Flea. The motto is they scared, but I'm not nowhere near scared. Just not wasting my time. That's all. Not wasting my time.
Oh, man.
Flea. Come on, papa.
Come on, papa.
Come on. As a father.
As a father. As a father. I ain't heard that one in a while. That's one of our best joints. As a father. Nostalgic Nick, what up?
Well, you know what else is one of the best joints we ever came up with? Put your glasses back on.
Oh, I could put the glasses on today. I got glasses for niggas. I ain't gonna let you
have y'all. Huh? I'm playing with y'all.
Real quick, Ray. You stand corrected. Yesterday, you were absolutely right. I was up till 2:00 this morning listening to nothing but G-Unit freestyles from 2002. Oh, I was up all night last night just listening to nothing but, probably not even G-Unit freestyles, just a bunch of just early 2000s freestyles from rap gods. You were right. That whole verse that I spit was definitely Yayo. Definitely Yayo.
I just can't believe he had like 10 dope verses ever in his life. It always shocks me to hear. I'm just like, yo, these are amazing. Not a lot of rappers have 10 dope verses that I really love like that. Just saying.
So now Yayo's in your top 5?
Far from it is my point. I'm saying far from it. And he's speaking of top 5.
He gets 15 minutes off the bench a night. He averages 8 points, 4 rebounds, and about 3 assists. That's not good? That's not good? Answer my question.
There's 2 guys on the screen with you besides you, so I'm not sure who you're addressing.
He knows who I'm talking to. That's why he's looking at me like that. He knows I'm talking to him.
Listen, man, I'm not. Listen, I can score that. What is you talking about? Get the ball, man. What are you talking about? In garbage minutes?
I said 15 to 20 minutes a night. Little 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 dimes.
Fabian, start the show, man. This dude here trying to reel me in. Let's go, man. Start the show, man.
Oh, man.
Let me know if I go out because I see that it's giving me signals about my Wi-Fi, but I don't have my Wi-Fi connected. Thank you, StreamYard, for being a
all
jerk.
Good, bro.
Thank you, Flea.
Yes, sir.
Flea, you talking about top 5. Speaking of top 5, this man is in everybody's top 5. Top 3 minimum. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, we back at it. The Knicks get Giannis. Go get him. It ain't my fault you read the thumbnail wrong or the title wrong. That's on you. But are you not entertained? It's All Ball TV. It's Knicks Rehab. And we just want to see what Giannis is talking about, man. His future.
Excited. You're so excited about Giannis, you ain't even introduced the panel. You're nasty. Go talk about Giannis.
That was nasty.
It was.
Come on, why let the video play, man?
He's so nasty.
Oh,
This is just terrible. Just
We
terrible.
live.
Biggest show. We here.
Never
We here.
little one.
We do things the right way. We did a Funk Flex rewind right there. Huh? You know, a bit of a showman. I
Wrestler.
know what this is.
Knicks rehab.
Knicks rehab, y'all.
Did you call me a wrestler?
I did. I did.
I heard you whispering. Top five. This guy's in everybody's top five, apparently. Giannis Antetokounmpo. We want to see what this guy has to say about his future with the Knicks.
LA, the tax is bad. New York, tax is bad.
Yeah,
Hell no.
a lot of people tried to convince me to go and play there and stuff.
Oh no. So you staying in Milwaukee?
Probably. We'll see. See. Probably. I love Milwaukee. And that's a church right there. Up there.
Nobody cares. I mean, people do care. I'm sorry, Giannis. Some people do care. But you heard it right there, Flea.
I did not.
All right. Well, you know, Giannis was asked about the Knicks, his future. He said, Speedy asked him, yo, man, you got LA, you got New York. And Giannis responded, yeah, some people trying to convince me to go there. But, you know, we'll see with his future in Milwaukee. He loves Milwaukee. He's up to some tricks, man. All ball. We back at it. Circling around this Giannis topic. What are you thinking? Is he playing ball or playing ball?
so for me, you know, that video, you know, a lot of people are gonna look at it as it's nothing, but you know me, that video told everything. If he was happy in Milwaukee, you would know. Yeah, you love Milwaukee, you may love the city, but the team, the organization, he didn't sound confident as far as, you know, saying he wants to be in the Milwaukee Bucks uniform. How many guys, you know, love the city that they played for, was drafted by, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out. He didn't deny anything. That's my thing. He didn't say, you know, he did say a lot of guys, you know, people trying to get me to go to New York. He didn't say I'm not playing there. I'm staying in Milwaukee. I'm gonna finish my career in Milwaukee. He didn't say that. I think, you know, a lot of these players today, you know, Giannis seems like a great guy, man. Pause. Seems like a nice human being. So guys like that, it's difficult to be kind of nasty and vicious. You know, in business, you know, it's tough to be, you know, a business person and be a great person, a great guy. So a lot of these guys is not going to just come out and straight up say, I want to go to New York, or I want to go to LA, or, you know, Milwaukee, thank you for everything, but I'm definitely not coming back. It's very rare that you get guys like that, you know. But I think, and I've been saying it for 2 years now, and y'all know that, he's one of the guys that I said he's too big for that city. The way the business of the NBA is today, guys can make $1 billion. Guys can make $1 billion. If you think that doesn't sway a guy leaving from one city and going to another, you lost your mind. Just imagine Giannis in a New York Knicks uniform, down there in Midtown Times Square on a billboard. Just imagine how his brand will just shoot through the roof, whether it's sneaker sales, jersey sales. That's something he has to think about. And then if you win a championship, he jumps right into one of the greatest power forwards of all time. We might start talking about him right behind Tim Duncan because his numbers is going to be ridiculous. People may not like his style of play. You may disagree. Hey, but when it comes to the numbers, when it comes to the stats and the analytics that everybody relies on today, his numbers are going to be undeniable. So if he can get another championship and it's in New York with the accolades he already has, I think a guy like Giannis, those are things he thinks about. And, you know, I think he was put on the spot. He felt and he looked a little uncomfortable because, like I said, you know, when you're a good human being, man, you don't want to do nothing bad. And probably in his mind, damn, if I leave Milwaukee, that's fucked up. But listen, this is business. I think it was a lot to tell in that video. I think he wants to be in a bigger market. Now, whether it's New York or LA, I don't know. For me, I think the best place is New York. Not because I'm a New York Knicks fan. Well, that's one reason. But in LA, him, Luka, and LeBron, I don't see Giannis wanting to play with a guy like LeBron. I think Giannis wants to carve out his own legacy, his own path. He wants to be the reason if a team wins a championship. So I think that video tells a lot. People are going to try to hate and downplay it like it's nothing. But like I said, you know, if it was no option and nothing to go to New York, he could have shut it down right there. Hey, a lot of guys trying to get me to go there, but I'm not going there. I'm staying in Milwaukee. And then the key word, when he asked him, are you staying in Milwaukee? He said, probably. We all know what that means. That's an subliminal, that's a side no. He's not staying in Milwaukee. They did Dame Lillard dirty. I don't care what nobody say, even though that didn't work out. No Chris Middleton. So for me, you know, what is it, him and Bobby Portis? So listen, Giannis may have about 5 to 7 prime years left, the way the NBA is played today, if he takes care of his body. And I think for him, those 5 to 7 prime years, he's probably saying, I need to go somewhere and try to win 2 championships. Giannis probably wants to be in the talks when you talk about Tim Duncan, the greatest power forward of all time. You know, so that video for me, I think he wants to be in New York. It's just going to be difficult for him to just straight up come out and say, hey, trade me there. Guys don't do that no more. You know, guys like Melo, Raw, you know, you got to think about it. And I'll let Flea cook. Giannis's upbringing, you got to remember, he's humble. He's appreciative. Not saying the other guys isn't, but we see where Giannis comes from, how he came from nothing. They got that video of him being a young boy wiping off the floor with the towel, and then now he's in the NBA. So for him, you know, he may feel like this is just a great opportunity and he don't want to be disrespectful. But let's be realistic. Knicks, go get him, bro. Some of these guys is crying out. Probably is a no. Probably is a no. If it was, I stay. So for me, I'm glad. Big shout out to I Show Speed. You know, that young man is doing great things with his platform. But listen, man, I think Giannis, that probably is what got me thinking he's out of Milwaukee. It's just the right package. And for me, like I said, Doc Rivers is still there. Come on, bro. That shit is a disaster. So I think Giannis coming to New York is it's too much of an upgrade from city to fan base to money. You know, I think everything plays a part. Everything. Business-wise. So for me, you know, I think this is the perfect spot for him. But I think he doesn't want to be in Milwaukee. I think it's something to that conversation. Even though it was very little said, I looked into that a lot. He's out of Milwaukee, y'all. I'm sorry.
Flea, what you thinking? You know, you hate speculation, but we try to reel you in and see if you can get a closer look to the POV, to the aluminum POV, and see what you thinking, man. Giannis leaving this up in the air. At the end of the day, he is adding fuel to the fire. He's way too seasoned in the game for this. You know, what do you think about Giannis' comments and just the situation right now this summer with Giannis and the Bucks and the Knicks?
I don't know. It's been a joy to watch him grow as a player, but it's even funnier to watch him grow and become an American. Right? He just over the years has adopted more and more of the corny culture that these niggas do out here. Although a lot of who he is at his core is what makes me feel like he ain't going nowhere, not no time soon. Right? Like this is a dude that is super loyal. Right? He's one of the only dudes that I still look at in the league that carries around a level of competitiveness, right? I don't see this nigga in the summertime. You're not gonna see him this summer running around with a bunch of these niggas in workouts in this run and that run. He don't want to work out with none of you niggas. He don't want to hang out with them. So I still love that about him. He approaches it with a level of I want to compete, whether it's the regular season, playoffs, or we in the summertime, right? So it just doesn't come off to me that that's going to be the guy that goes up to Milwaukee and says, yo, I want out. I got to see that happen, right? When all those other guys did it a few years back, it was surprising, but it didn't hurt, man. If Giannis, and I would love him for the Knicks, but if Giannis went to Milwaukee and was like, yo, I want out, I'm not even a fan, but that would hurt me. I'm like, damn, this dude wants out of there. Like everything he's done for that organization, like it for me, it's like a perfect marriage. Right? They drafted him. Everybody passed on him. Nobody knew except I threw that video in the chat except Masai Ujiri. Nobody else in that draft knew who Giannis was, what he was about, what he could potentially turn into. Went there and all he did was just keep getting better and better and better. Every year you're like, oh shit, this dude is legit. Wins a championship, multiple MVP awards, right? Like obviously gonna go down as one of the best players ever to play. I just get the instinct. I just get the inkling that dude is like overtly loyal. Like he's just something catastrophic has to happen before he says, "Yo, I'm out of here." And who knows? Maybe the catastrophic thing is walking into training camp and your second best player is Bobby Portis. Maybe that is what it'll take for you to say, I don't think he liked them waving Dame. I don't think that sat well with him. I don't think that sat well with a lot of niggas on that team, but definitely not Giannis, right? That's not something that I think he signed off on. They did it. They had to do it. Cool. They let Brook Lopez walk. Cool. You bring back Miles Turner. Whatever. Okay.
Well, Flea, hold on, just real quick. Got rid of Chris Middleton.
Yeah. Right. So I mean, it's a completely now. I don't want to be disingenuous and act like Giannis didn't have a part in Drew Holiday's departure. Like I don't want to act like Giannis doesn't have a part in what went on with Chris Middleton. Like that would be phony of me. But at the end of the day, walking into training camp with those guys next to you, and you see how wide open the Eastern Conference is, and you see that this might be a year that you got an opportunity to run it up because shit is a little dicey. I could very well see him like putting some pressure on Milwaukee to make some big moves and get them back to where they need to be. That would be such a surprise, fellas, if I heard him being traded. For me, everybody else is a little different. For me, if I heard Giannis was traded, that in my mind, I'd be like, okay, anything can happen. Anything can happen at this point.
I totally agree with what Flea is saying. Like I get, especially since the LeBron, the decision, how they were introduced to Miami, how LeBron going to Miami was such a spectacle in the internet era. And we forget Shaq was in Atlanta in the middle of the night with Jerry West when he signed with the Lakers. That was a big deal. Charles Barkley going to Phoenix was a big deal. That's why I hate when they go too far with these free agents, the jumping around, the bandwagon, who's the bus driver. Like Barkley, knock it off, man. A lot of stuff that he says, it's almost like he forgets how it is to be wanted. And Giannis is flirting with a lot of these teams, man. Like this is, he's taking advantage of what how Flea put it perfectly. Just that this Hollywood American self-promotion style. Like he's he's really great at this. Even though he comes off with the dad jokes, and he's not like swag that he doesn't live off swagger like the John Morants of the world and the Ant-Mans of the world. But Giannis has his own thing. He's very comfortable in his own skin, being one of the players that come from around, an international player from the Himalaya. I can't believe I just said the international player, but he's at the forefront of that. It's just talent-wise, and it is definitely a conflict to leave your team, because as a basketball fan, like, does it really? We will want to see you same colors, same team, a la Duncan, Kobe, Dirk. With some of it is tainted with KD and LeBron. Like, your legacy, you can go chase the ring, but we don't like LeBron. What Avon said. You a man with no country or something like that. That's what he told Stringer. You a man with no country, and that's how it can feel. And I don't think Giannis would want to leave that. I think Flea is right. I think if he leaves Milwaukee, it's like, yeah, you could come to New York, yeah, you go to LA, but not winning, it means more. And it's almost like, you know how it is dealing with us. It almost spills over to like outside of basketball. We start talking about your girl, your mom, your family. Like, these fans are nasty, man. These fans are nasty. You saw what happened with Westbrook in LA. Fans are nasty, and he's quite comfortable. He's the king over there in Milwaukee. So as Flea was talking, it resonated, and I couldn't escape that feeling. Like, yeah, it's exciting to come to New York and all that. It could add on to your legacy, major, but I don't know if it's really in him. I think he's just flirting, because he did it like 2 years ago too. He said something like this, and that's when they traded for Dame. So it sounds good. And he knows how to go viral now. He's with Speedy. Speedy, they just signed a crazy deal with Twitch or whoever it was, like a $500 million, something crazy. Speedy and them guys. Who shout out to them. So Giannis, man, congrats to you. You figured out the American algorithm. Thank you very much. But I don't think he's going anywhere. I agree with Flea, man. I don't see him leaving all ball.
I totally disagree with both of y'all. It's a new day. And, maybe 5-10 years ago, it would be frowned upon. But for me, with a guy like Giannis, his career is going to be determined by how many championships he's won. Jeff Teague played with him. And Jeff Teague said on his platform, big shout out to him, he said Giannis wants to win championships. He said Giannis wants to compete every year to win a championship. He's not going to do that in Milwaukee. Miles Turner is not it. That's not the missing piece. Milwaukee doesn't have the pieces to trade for a big player. What player is going to go over there as a free agent? So for me, he put his time in. He got that city a championship. And I don't think, as loyal as he is, Flea, I agree. You and Fabian is totally correct. He is a loyal dude. I like how he carries himself. Like you said, don't want to play with y'all, talk with y'all, none of that. I'm always compete. But at the same time, you got to look at your future. Think about this. Did y'all see the movie Ray?
Oh yeah, classic.
Yeah.
Now, to me, this is a perfect example. Remember the movie Ray? He was down with the first record company. Love treated him, did whatever he had to do. But when ABC came around, it just was the best. It just was the best opportunity for him. And
Unchain my heart.
Right. And one of the record execs, remember what he told him? What deal you got? That's a better deal than, go ahead, go win. While the other guy was upset, of course, because you losing Ray Charles. I'm saying for me, this is the same situation. Giannis is with the guys that groomed him, that picked him, that believed in him. But it comes to a certain point in life where you going, I have to continue to go up. I can't keep going like this. And for me, I think New York is the spot. We are ready to win a championship. And a guy like that will give us an opportunity to win multiple championships. And I think he has to be thinking about that in the back of his mind. And, for me, that little conversation with Speed, I know I'm exaggerating, but like I said, these guys can just shut all conversations down. they can shut all of it down. He's going to go viral no matter what. He's Giannis. Yo, are you coming back to Milwaukee? Yes. Even if he's lying? Yes. Not probably. Not throw out there, you know, guys are trying to get me to play in New York. So it goes to show you who's the guys he's talking about. It could be his family. It could be anybody. So for me, you know, I'm really going to be watching this real closely. But I think, you know, it's time for him to do what he got to do, because it's the difference between, like I said, what's your man Tonino Brown in New Jack City? You the difference of me making 800 a week and 8,000 a week. Bro, Milwaukee's the difference of me making 500 million and going to New York and being a billionaire and a juggernaut in this business / entertainment NBA world. So I think for me with Giannis, it can be bigger than basketball. And once again, if he brings a championship to New York City and now he has 2 titles, he get a Finals MVP, he got Defensive Player of the Year, couple MVPs, regular season. Listen, now the conversation changes. When we talk about the greatest power forwards of all time, he's undeniably 2 or 3, right behind Tim Duncan. And I think that's what he wants. And like I said, I'm going off of what Jeff Teague said. God wants to compete for championships. He's not going to do that in Milwaukee no more. It's over.
Jeff Teague said Kobe Bryant doesn't play defense. I will never listen to Jeff Teague speak ever again in life.
Yeah.
So don't talk to me about Jeff Teague no more. I was going to tell y'all offline, but I'm glad you brought it. I'm glad you said his name. So I just want to say, and you can fix your face, nigga. Fix your face, because I was there just like you. Like, so cut this shit. Anyway, he's wrong. You want to do this right now, or we want to do this later?
It's too much of a distraction. It'll hurt you. It'll hurt your heart too much. I'm not doing that live.
It would not hurt my heart, sweetheart. It would not hurt my heart. It would not. That nigga is dead wrong. Dead wrong. That's where I was at, because I was just pissed off that you even mentioned this nigga's name. But why?
I'm sorry, man. I didn't do it for that. My apologies. I didn't do it for that.
I like OG. But I hear what you're saying, but again, Giannis strikes me as a guy, like, you know, I keep hearing you say Duncan. I see a lot of people in the comments, Duncan, right? Duncan stayed with San Antonio. Duncan went, you know, they were dynastic, but Duncan didn't win every year. Like, there were years that they flamed out. There were years that they had to retool, figure it out. Go look at every team that won in San Antonio. All 5 are basically 5 different teams.
Stay there, Fleece. Stay right there.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, we talking about San Antonio, one of the best organizations in the league. Greg Popovich, great front office, great coach. Yep. I'm just saying, Giannis is not dealing with that in Milwaukee. To me, that's the difference. I get what you're saying, but just respond to that. The difference between the organizations of a team and a franchise being ran like a well-oiled machine, and you have a guy, Greg Popovich, and then you have Milwaukee, where they backstabbing each other to be the head coach. You can't funnel great players in and out. So tell me, does that play a part in that right there?
I mean, Popovich was upstairs with RC. He backstabbed Bob Hill. Get the fuck out of here. I got Tim Duncan now. Excuse me. Let me coach now. Right? Like, nobody thought San Antonio was this first-class organization in 1999 when Tim Duncan won. Nobody thought that. They had to grow into this first-class organization that we think of them now. But in 1999, when Tim Duncan won his first ring, they was like, okay, finally, a small market team has won. It was the lockout, right? It was dicey. If in real time, it was kind of dicey. And now we look at it, he got 5 rings. But after that 99 ring, Lakers going to 3-peat. They struggle. San Antonio gets swept. They don't know how to get out. They don't know how to get back to the Western Conference. Fine. They struggle. So what I'm saying is, for me, it's very parallel. Why can't he win a championship in 21? And now the last couple of years, they trying to figure this thing out. This thing could turn around. It could very well happen. I feel you, but it could very well happen. Kobe Bryant went and bought a crib in Chicago and said, I'm out. 2007 summer, I'm out of here. Oh shit, let me figure out what we need to do to keep this nigga here, right? Dirk is a different situation, but again, another European guy, another foreigner, right? They took a gamble on him, and it took him time to figure out who he was as a player. Soft this, can't get you deep in the playoffs, MVP level player, but when the playoffs come, we could beat his ass up because we ain't gonna do shit. Like, I think all of these things are kind of parallel to Giannis and why Giannis could potentially stay in Milwaukee. So I don't disagree with you. If he's in blue and orange in the next year or two, thank God. But I can't see that happening.
I'm with Flea 100%. I'd rather be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, and he goes
like,
and he wears the blue and orange. But it of course, this is not Kobe Bryant, the Lakers. Kobe Bryant, and the Lakers, where Phil Jackson leaves, comes back. Jerry West has been around. He gets his agent to run the team. Dirk had Rick Carlisle there, so no matter what, they're competent. Even though Mark Cuban and them fucked that team up. Tim Duncan was there with Popovich. They won in 3 different decades. That's amazing. But towards the end of it, they were still competing. Got Kawhi Leonard. So yeah, you have that point down correct, all ball. This is not what Giannis has in Milwaukee. It's kind of embarrassing what they're doing. They're doing what they did for Dirk in Dallas way too early in his career. They won and they blew the team up. So the other side to that is, though, you went and quoted Jeff Teague. I'll quote Shaq. Shaq came out and just publicly stated, yo, it don't matter where you are anymore. Use this thing right here. Picked up his phone. This is all I do all day long. Shaq be trolling all day. Giannis was straight trolling just now. Probably. And you telling me that he could have said anything and went viral? No. He was on Speedy's show, one of the most viral shows that there is right now, and he said probably. He knows how this thing works now, and I don't know what he's selling. I'm gonna Google that next. What is Giannis? He got new sneakers coming out. He got a new movie coming out. Because why did he say probably for? And we got 4 more months so you start playing an NBA game. You don't say that. So he did it on purpose, and he knows this is what how to get the Americans going. He knows internationally it's a different ballgame. You got to win chips for that. But to get super viral, to sell some kicks or whatever he's trying to do, I think he conquered this game, man. And I think he's listening to Shaq. Bro, I ain't got to go anywhere. And maybe he shouldn't be a general manager for getting Drew Holiday traded so soon. But I'd be, at this point, I'd be surprised. Like, I'm reading into that shit now. I'd be surprised if he's traded to the orange and blue, or anybody for that matter.
There's a few people in the comments letting you know, confirming with you, Fabian, that he has got a sneaker out or something. There's a new shoe out. James said it. I think Nostalgic Nick jumped in there and said it. There's a few guys confirming that. So
what a surprise. JR, thank you for your $199.
99.
Would y'all take Darvin Ham as an assistant coach?
OG put the stamp of approval on Darvin already. He said he would take him.
I said no.
It's a new day. It's a new day though. How you feeling? It's Thursday though. How you feeling, OG? It's Thursday.
I mean, I wouldn't mind him being on the bench. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't mind.
I said no. Flea, you the tiebreaker.
Oh no. No thank you.
JR, thank you for your $9.99. Giannis was a poor kid from Greece. The Bucks took a chance on him, paid him millions while he brought them a championship. It would be harder for him mentally to leave the team unless he is traded or he forces the trade. So I agree with y'all. Thank y'all for backing us up. Backing up them aluminum conspiracies, Flea. That was off the cuff. That's what I'll be telling y'all. You know how they remember back in the day, we used to use the aluminum with the antenna in the TV? You too young for that, Flea. But anyway, the point is, where did I get that from? Where did I get that from? The universe was talking to me, and all of a sudden, they told me that Giannis got a sneaker. That's what he's selling right now. Flea, I'm up, baby. Stop hating on the aluminum, man. Stop hating on aluminum.
I was watching Lethal Weapon 4 the other day, and the scene between Chris Rock and Joe Pesci when they in the precinct and they talking about new cell phones. But back when Lethal Weapon 4 came out, cell phones were like brand new. So that scene, for me, that scene is so classic because them two niggas is just so funny. But yes, I'm old enough to go back to the rotary, nigga. When I called grandma, I had to go the 1, the 4, the 5. I had to do that, nigga. I had that. I was around for that. Come on, baby. I was. I had that in the crib. I did.
You ever seen a video when they show the kids They ask him what that is. They show him a rotary phone. They're like, "What is this?"
The fuck is that?
And they're like playing around. They like, I thought it was like, "What is this?
How do you make a call on this motherfucker? Right.
This is a phone?" Well, speaking of old school, there were some people that were around back then in their primes. I was a young buckaroo, whippersnapper, flea, diapers, all ball. In the streets, apparently. While this man.
You know, OG was outside then.
Mark
Action,
Jackson.
action.
He heard somebody got hired from the Knicks, allegedly. And he had some comments reacting to that, allegedly.
To whom it may concern, blessings. You're more than qualified. Your resume says you're more than qualified. Your body of work says you're more than qualified. So it's easy to get depressed. It's easy to get discouraged. It's easy to get down. It's easy to have doubt and start questioning. I don't know who I'm talking to. You done prayed about it, asked about it, and it didn't happen. Well, it didn't happen for a reason. The worst place to be in this world is outside the will of God. Don't miss your shout. What's yours is yours. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's enough to run on. I gotta go. Blessings.
Yo, Flea, he sounds mad old. MJ, the real MJ, huh? Mark Jackson. I almost want to go to Flea first. I know that face. Oh, he's frozen. Oh, shit. I was talking to the wrong Flea, old boy. He'll be jumping back in. What do you think about Mark Jackson's comments about, the same day? Is it a coinky dink? Same day we hire Mike Brown. He got something to say about being qualified as a coach. He's giving out a qualified reaction.
Well, it just answers everybody's questions that if you think he doesn't want to be a head coach, there's your answer right there. We've been hearing rumors forever why he isn't going to be a head coach ever again, why he's blackballed, this and that, this and the third. Then you hear, he may not even want to coach. That right there proves that he still wants to be a head coach in the NBA. There's so many rumors of why he's blackballed. I'm not gonna go there. We all heard so many stories, but it's sad, man. It's sad because the guy is qualified. He is qualified to be an NBA head coach. You giving all these other bum head coaches, these niggas is getting 3, 4, 5, and 6 times around to be coaches. It's just sad that ain't nobody really speaking up for him. Some of the recent head coaches, some of the former players, current players, it's just sad. It just goes to show you that, listen, man, this thing is big business. In these relationships nowadays, people are really afraid to break them for whatever reason. But, it's sad, man. But it's no coincidence. He wanted the Knicks head coaching job. From New York, played at St. John's, played with the Knicks. Come on, man. One of the greatest point guards to come out of the city. He wanted that job. That right there, Flea, Fabian, he wanted that job. And I don't care what nobody say. He probably felt good when people started advocating for him. I know we laugh at Stephen A. Smith, but hey, he said it on national live TV. Flea, I know it may be phony or fake, but I'm just saying still, he had the little cojones to say something. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? So, it just goes to show you that Mark Jackson wanted that job. And I'm going to be honest. I think he damn near would have did a great fucking job. But, it's just sad, man, that, they doing him like that. But I'm going to be real, and I just pass it to Flea. Listen, man, he a strong brother. He don't come out and disrespect nobody. He don't make no excuses.
Except Savannah.
Huh?
No, I said except Savannah. But go ahead. Go ahead.
The floor is yours. The floor is yours, man.
And with that, we have Flea. What's your reaction DeMar Jackson. Basically
That'll get you out of here.
making a
Savannah,
statement.
that'll get you out of here.
Wait, did he get that comment out of the park, Flea? Did he take that comment out of the park? Did you like what he said?
Y'all niggas is foul, man. Y'all niggas is so foul.
Yo, that shit was so crazy. I thought it was AI.
It was live.
Early AI.
This
Right.
was live. The finals.
No question.
The finals. I'm going to knock this shit out the park.
No question.
All respect. Didn't he say respectfully or some shit after that?
All respect due.
Oh, gee, he said it. You heard it. You was there. You were
No
there.
question.
The nigga said, all due respect. I was like, wait, what? Come on, Mark.
There's no exclamation point when
down,
you're
gang.
talking with us, man. The exclamation point is no question.
Yo,
Lamar Jackson.
no,
Wow,
but
stop.
on a serious note, man.
Yo,
Oh,
he's
gee.
crazy.
Out the park, boy.
Yo, that nigga Mark is crazy, man.
Wow. OG, that nigga is nuts, bro.
Big
Knock
wins.
this shit out the park. All due respect. The niggas, her husband is playing right now. Wow.
No
Wow.
questions.
Wow. I love it, though. I love it. A lot of niggas think like that. But anyway, so, I'm just saying, a lot of niggas think like that. Yes. A lot of niggas think like that.
Powerball.
My panel don't want to hold me down. Comments. I know I'm not bugging. A lot of niggas think that. Anyway.
Ain't nobody thinking that.
The nigga hates LeBron so much he's going to say Savannah's not fire?
Oh,
Move on. We move on. I'm gonna
yo,
start a new
LeBron
beef
got him
with this
shook.
nigga.
Yo, that's enough. LeBron got him shook. Some of
I'm
these
gonna start
LeBron
a
fans
new
got him
beef
shook.
with this nigga.
He don't want to talk. He don't want to talk about Bronny. He definitely ain't talking about.
He don't want to talk about
Banana
Bronny,
Savannah.
Savannah. Bryce ain't even gonna get him. He ain't even gonna watch TV for Bryce. You see how he acting?
He's gonna
You
quit
see
the NBA. He's gonna quit watching the NBA.
Regular. Yeah. There it go. You missed that one. You missed that, right? There you go.
He
That's
twisted
it
it.
right there. That's it right there.
Or he was
That's
bagging
right
it.
there. He said regular weed.
Got the
Big shout out
season.
to David Parker. He know the slang. He know the lingo. Big shout out to David Parker. Nah, man, for real though. All these niggas got podcasts, man. All these niggas got platforms. All these niggas has got microphones in their fucking face every day, rapping and talking and chatting. Draymond Green, never hear you. Why we don't talk about why Mark Jackson don't got a job? Steph Curry, beloved, everybody loves you. Babyface assassin. Why nobody asking the hard questions? Klay Thompson, you're sitting behind Meg Thee Stallion. Why you doing that? Let me ask you. Why are you not advocating for Mark Jackson? What are we doing, y'all? Fuck the rest of the league. Those three guys right there. Forget the rest of the league. Why y'all not talking up? Why have y'all not ever said anything? 100%, Fish. That's a fact. And I'm gonna just say this, and the comments will understand, and OG and Fabian will understand. I'm not going overboard, but y'all follow me. That community is strong. And if Mark Jackson is doing things that even question that community, that's tough to navigate in today's world. And I'm being real right now. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious. The situation that he put himself in, standing on what he believes in, which is fine. But when you start questioning that community, that you put yourself in a tough position, and then you put your other guy, those guys don't want to risk nothing. Like OG said, relationships, right? We don't know what's going to happen for the rest of Draymond's career. If Golden State says we got to let you go, and he happened to be, talking up for Mark Jackson, the other 29 teams, whoever's in those front offices, ownership, or they might look at that like, I'm good. It's been over a decade, y'all. Not an interview, not he's in the running for this job, that job. not anything. He fucked up bad. Like, let's call it what it is. It's blackball. It's fucked up. But whatever he did, he fucked up. Let's call it what it is. I would love for him to be in a position to be a head coach because he was a damn good one. But why nobody speaking up for him? There's reasons. There's got to be reasons. His guys, the guys that he helped elevate, these guys are a dynasty now. These guys are Hall of Famers. These guys are like, we talk about Steph Curry and Klay Thompson as one of the best, if not the best. That's the cream of the crop now. And they have no conversation about the guy that helped mold them. Draymond Green, he made you, he put you in position. Kerr changes some things around and puts you in and makes your role even more elevated. But come on, like I don't understand. And I wish people could be a little more transparent with us. Everybody adults, let's talk about this. Why isn't he getting a fair shot? Why is he talking to himself in his phone, walking, consoling himself about not getting a Knicks job? Nah, for real, y'all. Because that's. I feel for him. I do. I absolutely do feel for the brother. And somebody in the comments said, "I'm not even mad. If he did get on Mike Brown's coaching staff, I would love that." How do y'all feel about that?
No, well, before Fabian, remember I said that. I said, but no,
you did say that, okay.
I don't know. Remember, I said, guys like that, a lot of pride. I don't think he would want to be on the assistant side. I think he wants to be a head coach. But I would love him there. But like I said, some guys that they pride, man, is at an all-time high. But I would love that. But guys like that, you could tell, bro, they ain't going for no nonsense, no mess. He, like Fabian always says this, and I agree. Bro, you want guys there that want to be a head coach. And I think he's too much of a threat to Mike Brown.
I hear what you're saying.
I think Mike Brown would know that. So of course we would love it. But that's a dangerous thing for Mike Brown to do. But at the same time, a guy like Mark Jackson, listen, bro, right now he's probably saying, I don't want no assistant coach. I want to be the head coach. So that'd be very difficult to have it. But I would love it if we want to speculate and fantasize about it. Yeah, hell yeah.
Fabian, answer that question, and I want to double down on something because big shout out to King Speech. That's our guy. He always shows us love, always rocking with us. That's a hell of a question. How? Yeah. Because we talking about big business, the NBA, one of the biggest but ABC, that network is
Disney.
How can he keep a job there and he's having issues with that community? What?
How does he have a job there for talking about the business that he's banned from? He's banned from basketball, and his job is to commentate about it, right? So it is very interesting. I agree. All ball took the words out of my mouth about Mike Brown hiring him. It's a high risk for a situation you're walking into that's already highly risky. We'll get to Mike Brown in a second because you said you like the press conference. There's a little piece that we have to really highlight. I don't like what hinting at being a head coach, and Jeff Van Gundy is an assistant coach. Atkinson went from being a great coach for the Brooklyn Nets and sat down as an assistant coach. Jordy Fernandez is now a head coach after being an assistant coach. Mike Denault was an assistant coach. The one thing we hated about Tom Thibodeau was the fact that you never thought that you could be an assistant coach. Mark Jackson, you are not exempt of that. If you want to prove you can be in the NBA at the very least, why aren't you interviewing or trying to be a part of an assistant coaching staff? Like I'm to me, it wasn't that great of a job that he did at Golden State. It just wasn't. They were maybe to the second round, and there's nothing wrong with that because that doesn't mean you shouldn't have a job. There's too many bum ass coaches in the league. Just too many. He's not a bum. He clearly knows basketball. He talks basketball. So that's not the problem. But again, it's the strategy with the Kaepernicks, the Kyries, and once you start including politics and religion and sex out in this motherfucker, once you do that, it's a workplace. Once you do that, if you ain't Phil Jackson, if you ain't one of these guys with equity, bro, it's tough to really throw your weight around. And I see Steve Kerr and Popovich talking politics. They don't not talk politics. They are in the press conferences and they yap about it.
They heavy hitters though.
Well, they're heavy hitters after the fact. They weren't talking about that shit 98.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They got the cachet. They got the cachet to do it now.
Correct.
Oh,
so
no, stay there.
Steve Kerr's pops died.
Right.
And so I think he has carte blanche to do that too. But go ahead, OG.
But just also 10 seconds because y'all cooking. Also, those guys got the guys to back them up. You got guys just Steve. You got so many players that just talk about Pop and Curve, father figures, this and that and that and this. So let's not forget they got guys that back them up. Mark Jackson ain't got none of that. Even his former teammates, where's the Reggie Millers and all these guys? So the Jalen Roses so for me, those guys got guys to back them up as well. I just want to say that. Go ahead, Fabian.
I'm glad. No, because you reminded me of a point I wanted to make.
Yes.
You know, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and these guys, Steve Kerr, they have spoken to, and Draymond, they have spoken to. Mark Jackson deserves a job of the NBA. But my problem is, just like we saw Giannis, and I said, oh, he knows what he's doing. He's trying to go viral. Draymond Green knows how to go viral. Draymond Green can say anything and knows how to make that go viral. You can make Mark Jackson's job, and why we don't know why he has a job, go super viral. All that punching people in the jaw, punch everybody in the face with that bit of news. Hold him down. You would never do that. You don't have the balls to do that. You don't, because you ain't trying to go up against that crew. Just to what All Ball said, that's the problem. Mark Jackson does not have his ducks aligned to go up against that kind of battle, no matter how great you are. You just don't have it. And someone like Draymond, who goes super viral all the time, that's who I'm most disappointed in all this, because you're the big mouth. Everybody else, they know when to shut up. They have shown this. But Draymond, Mr. Tough Guy, this is one of the toughest subjects in your career. This happened with you. He started you over David Lee. Yeah, David Lee got hurt, but this has to mean something to you. It has to, with the way y'all talk about it. So you can feel like a chump. I know when you look in the mirror, you know what you're saying. I ain't getting into all that. I'm not doing it. Not stepping out on that one. Especially where they play basketball at. He's not doing it. Draymond ain't got the cojones to speak on it, Flea. I'm telling you, he don't.
I just go ahead, OG.
No, just real quick, because I want you say you're gonna double down on something. I'm just saying, for me, I don't look for Draymond to say something. I'm looking for guys like Kyrie Irving and Jalen Brown to say something. Kyrie know what it feels like to damn near be blackballed the way they didn't want to pay him and almost wanted them kicked out the league. So I just want guys that advocate for, righteousness. Where y'all at? Even guys like LeBron. I mean, guys that, like I said, that act like they for that. Listen, even if he doesn't ever get a job, it needs to be highlighted that this is wrong. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty, what's going on, and let's fix the problem so this can't happen again. Because how many coaches that we know is bums is getting 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs? They get fired, they get hired within the same season. So I that's all I wanted to say. But go ahead, Flea.
Nah, I think that's a great point. I think that's a great point. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know we got something else. I almost want to end on that, because that right there is such a great point, because why aren't those type of guys speaking about it, right? And not asked about it, right? Some guys have agendas sometimes, and they get a press conference after the game. They go to that press conference with an agenda. I'm not taking no questions. I got something to say. I'm going to say this, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not taking no questions. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll take questions after the game tomorrow. But tonight, I need to get something off. And I just thought that Mark Jackson was impactful enough in the time that he was a head coach to do that, right? To do that for him. In terms of him, though, right? Because I'm sitting there thinking, I'm hearing what you guys are saying, right? When he got that head coaching job, and Fabian hit something on the head, right? He skipped the line, right? Was he on somebody's bench prior to that? What is his resume prior to becoming a head coach for the Golden State Warriors? He was calling games for the Nets at one time, I think. Like, what was his was he on anybody's bench? How did he skip the line, right, to now not even be able to get on the line, right? That's wild to me. Not having hold
on. Let's be honest, right? That Golden State Warriors job, when he got it, that job wasn't sexy. Let's be realistic. No, nobody knew Draymond was going to be this. Nobody knew Klay was going to be one of the greatest shoes we ever seen. And let's not talk about Steph Curry. People threw Steph Curry in the trash. That's why he keep a chip on his shoulder. They thought he wasn't going to stay healthy. How many people said he couldn't play in the NBA? He was too little, too frail. So for me, yeah, Mark Jackson skipped the line. But think about it. They gave him something and he turned it into something. So for me, it ain't like he skipped the line and jumped right into a fully loaded Golden State team when they was already on the verge of being great with a Kevin Durant. No, he groomed them guys.
That's a fact, OG. But my thing is this: you groomed the best backcourt of all time, right? And I'm being, whatever you want to do with that. Let's just say that the best backcourt of all time. You groomed that. They fire you. Why didn't any other the 29 other teams poach you? You're fired. Okay, let me grab you. And I'm talking about from an assistant perspective. How many great guards have been drafted since Mark Jackson was fired in 2013? How many? How many could he have impacted for any of these teams in the NBA? Why hasn't Fabian is totally right? Why hasn't he been an assistant coach? Fuck the head coach and shit. Why aren't you still attached to the game aside from just talking it? As soon as Jeff Van Gundy put the microphone down, they said, you niggas is done. Somehow miraculous, he is sitting next to Ty Lue. Somehow he's sitting next to Ty Lue. So I'm saying all of these things because there's questions that I need answers to. I probably ain't gonna never get them, but why didn't these things happen? Is he turning his nose up to teams like I'm not gonna be no assistant? I'm only a head coach. If that's the deal, then you should be without a job for a decade.
I don't.
If that's the deal.
I agree, but I doubt he's doing that. I don't think he's. I don't know how. I'm not an insider. I don't have no insider, but I think he's not getting called for anything. Like real talk. I don't think he's getting called for anything. And you're correct. I think he should start somewhere on a bench and work his way back into the fold. Fabian is totally right with that.
Totally.
But Fleet, just to answer yours, yeah, I think it's time for somebody to not be afraid with a big platform, and maybe he has to also explain what really happened. Because, like I said, we can all speculate, but until we hear from the horse's mouth, pause, we don't know. So maybe we really have to get down to the nitty gritty, because what's going on is wrong. What's going on is wrong. Me having a problem with one person shouldn't affect my whole life. They need to work that out, but that man needs to be working for the NBA. He's too great of a basketball player and great of a basketball mind. Like, come on, bro. Like, people really need to understand who Mark Jackson is. I know I'm New York City to the core. I'm ripping my city all day, all night. But Mark Jackson was the fucking man, bro. From high school to college and what he did in the NBA. Listen, not athletic, not fast, rarely turn the ball over. Like, come on, man. So guys like that belong in the NBA in some type of aspect. A great basketball mind deserves to be on one of these coaching staffs. Seriously. So what's going on with him is foul, and for no one, to really speak up today, not 10 years ago, not 5 years ago. Enough is enough. Like I said, I hate these niggas all day. Greg Popovich was a father figure. Man, fuck out of here. Let's talk about Mark Jackson, nigga. I mean, so for me, man, come on, man. Like, my mind goes somewhere else when niggas start saying that. Niggas start watching Go ahead. I'm sorry. Because this shit goes somewhere else, man.
Nah, it's a fact, man. I love Law & Order SVU. That's my favorite show.
I'm not.
But,
I got a father. Ain't nobody else like my father.
Right.
Fuck, I hate when anybody say that. I love what Kyrie said when he had an interview one time. Like, yo, LeBron, you like a father figure. This nigga said, what?
Fuck it.
I got a father. Fuck is y'all talking about? Hey, like, man, niggas, they always try to take the father out of the equation. Greg Popovich ain't knock your moms down and make you, nigga. Oh, nah, for real, man. Fuck out of here. This shit could go left. Fabian, get it under control, please. Sorry.
Well, I would like
niggas' fathers be absent. Sorry, Greg.
As a
father. Greg showed up.
So what?
Niggas' fathers be absent. Niggas' dads be absent. Niggas' fathers be playing.
As a father, old boy, I feel you.
As a father.
And as a father, they keep shouting out Mark Jackson, and I should personally give him more props for setting the foundation for Golden State. And also the guy who got to get more props that I haven't even seen in the limelight at all, who Steph Curry named his daughter after, Larry Riley, was the general manager, not Bob Myers. Bob Myers did not build the Golden State Warriors. Larry Riley built them. How much of a presence was he that Steph Curry named his daughter after him? That's who hired Mark Jackson. So I would love to hear from him. I would love for him to sit down with Mark Jackson. That's my other thing with Mark Jackson. Bro, we saw JJ Redick get a job from YouTube. This is insane. Mark, I don't want to see you huffing and puffing, running down no miles. You look out of breath. None of that. Break the game down to us. You know how much fun we have hearing you break basketball down? That's your gift from God. Use that to go get back in the league that you want to go coaching. That's my only gripe with Mark Jackson, bro. Because who doesn't love Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy? They're incredible. That was, you can't get these, they're all-time greats. I don't care who your favorite is. They're up there. Mama, there goes that man. Stop playing with him. So if there's anything that I got from that, it was funny to me and I'm laughing, but that's who I am. I laugh at everything. But I want Mark Jackson to understand, bro, if you really do want that job, there's a way to go about it. JJ Redick showed you. As much as All Ball hates that, JJ Redick showed you, bro, you could get a job like this. Not videotaping yourself, half jogging and everything. Do what you love to do. Put the camera on, put a tape on, and tell us how OKC won a championship. Tell us how Golden State lost the championship, or lost in the whatever round it was to Minnesota. Break that down for us. That would be so dope.
You cooking right now, right? Because all the stuff that you saying, I feel like you saying he should be doing. He started that podcast with his son. He should have been talking about the years in Golden State. He should have been talking about the build up to, his unfortunate departure. Like, he should have been having conversation about that, right?
Listen,
they brought, hold on real quick, OG. They brought, I don't know if anybody noticed this. Pacers made the finals. Rick Smits was around. I think I saw Travis Best, Jalen Rose. A lot of niggas was around. Reggie Miller was calling all the games. Then Reggie is there on the sidelines after they make it to the finals. They had Mark Jackson in the fucking skybox and showed his face one time in the skybox. I don't know if anybody remembers that. But everybody else was in the stands with the people, sidelines, all of that. Right? Why? Why is he up top? Why is he up top? Jalen Rose is a mouthpiece. Pause. I never heard him talk about it. Reggie Miller. I hate Reggie Miller calling games, but it is what it is. I can't ever hear this thing. So all I'm saying is, like, he goes back home. And home meaning Indiana, where, he played a lot of years, made the NBA finals, all that kind of shit. They parked your ass in the skybox, nigga? Not to be amongst the people? Something is up, bro. Something is up.
Before we move forward, I have Mark Jackson. I have an idea for you. Just imagine if Mark Jackson goes live, right? For, let's just say, when the season is going on, whatever game, every night, whatever game that's the televised hype game. Imagine him going live, breaking down the game as it's going on. And then remember, him being Mark Jackson, he can have guys via telecom, whether it's Van Gundy, whether it's whoever, and they both like, bruh, listen, man, Mark, yeah, listen, man, for me, it's time for real content. It's time for real numbers. It's time for real basketball conversation. Like, all these inflated fake numbers, fake bullshit, right? Exactly. Just imagine Mark in his living room, like he had with his son or whoever, and he's breaking down the game as it's going on, and he's going hands down, man down, and like you said,
bananas. Bananas. I would at least have it on in the background. I'm definitely muting everybody on the TV. I just need the crowd noise at that point. I don't need to hear you guys. But Mark Jackson calling the game, nah.
And just imagine, and just imagine some of the games he has a special guest that's calling the game with him. Imagine him and Van Gundy on screen together, calling the games. Because it's a social media YouTube world. Let's be realistic. This is what the world is today. So just imagine something like that. So I think, you know, with him, it's just so many avenues to help him get back involved. But, you know, like y'all brothers say, you know, it's we know he wants to coach, but, you know, it's looking like it may never happen. So he may have to, you know, bring his talents to a whole nother avenue, because like I said, guys like that, you want to hear what they have to say when it comes to the game of basketball. And to me, he's one of the greatest to ever do it when it's calling the games. Him and Van Gundy is top 5 dead or alive when it comes to duos calling the games. He's that fucking good. So yeah, man, but big shout out to Mark Jackson, man.
As we continue on, God show love to family.
Oh, Cuzzo, what's good, Cuz? Love you. Nina, what up? It was a birthday a couple days ago last week. Happy belated birthday to my cousin Nina, aka Mookie, love her to death.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy belated, Cuzzo. Listen, man. Let's get down to it, man. Flea told me he rewatched this man's press conference.
Just said I rewatched it with a different eye, different ear.
Different eyes, different ears. I just want to touch on one thing. Maybe you could just go on, you know, further what he was saying.
1600 fish. Don't short me, nigga.
This really stood out to me, Flea.
What you got?
Starting with Mr. Dolan.
It might kick me out. You know, every time you play a video, I get kicked out.
The players, all the way down to the fans, is to build a sustainable winning culture that produces championships. That's why I'm here. I'm fortunate to know what it takes to create that success. A lot of hard work, a high level of commitment, and a focus on today. Our goal.
I don't know, man.
Nigga sound like Obama.
He does. He does.
I mean, you know, he till Flea get in here. I mean, he's saying the right things. You know, we just got to see what happens.
Yeah. But before you know, he sound like somebody else too. His boy, he was coaching before he dipped on him. Yeah.
But we also know you 3 kings came down here to win championships. Not 1, championships.
Not 2.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6.
Plural, right? Not 1, not 2, not 3. More than 1. That's what Mike Brown said. And I'm fortunate enough to know how to get that done. All Paul said this the other day, Flea. Be very careful what you promising us New Yorkers. Because we're going to try to cash that check, man. We're going to try to cash that check. Go ahead, Flea. I know you were putting us on. You watched the press conference with a different lens. I want to see what you're seeing.
One thing and only one thing stood out to me. And it may be small right now, but as the season starts and wanes and all of that stuff, I think it's going to be a huge piece for if we're going to be successful or not. And he talked about playing fast. He talked about speeding the game up. He talked about pace and space. He talked about a lot of things that we just simply don't do, right? I came here a lot of times throughout the season, and I said, damn, anytime Campaign comes into the game, he pushing the pace of the game, and he pushing the ball, and he's trying to get faster shots, shorter possessions, things like that. Like, we looked good. Do y'all remember that? Me coming in here certain nights and just, ecstatic over us playing a lot faster. So I look forward to us being able to do that, right? And if that's something that he's going to implement with the roster that we have right now, being able to pitch ahead, I know everybody saw what KD said, but I thought it was valid. If your point guard can't do the pitch ahead pass, then what the fuck are we really doing? Yeah, he can handle the rock. Yeah, he can break down defenses. Yeah, we could get us into our shit. But if we watched Indiana, every time Halliburton get the ball, he's pitching it ahead. He's not pounding the shit to get across half court. He's getting it and he's looking ahead to get an easy basket. How many baskets did they get against us, against OKC, where they're getting points in the first six seconds of the possession? And not a three, right? Not a bad three, not a bad shot. They get layups and dunks, shit like that. Yeah, I'm very, very interested to see Brunson get the ball and look that way, not turn around and pound and figure out how I'm gonna, take advantage of my matchup. You could do that in your sleep, bro. You got that. But let's get Mikal Bridges a couple early buckets because he's running the floor. Oh, OG is on a break after he got a steal. Get him the basketball, right? I just want to see him implement that, and I think if we can implement that on this team, I think it just changes a lot on how we attack defenses, man. I think it could add another layer to who we are. So that's why I said I just looked at it with a different lens.
What you thinking, old boy?
No, I mean, I'll be real brief. I totally agree. Remember, Magic Johnson said it when he was on First Take with Stephen A. He was like, that's the reason why we should have went and got Kevin Durant, to speed the game up. Flea alluded to that a lot of times during the season. We have to speed the game up. But, what I really was thinking was guys like Brunson, you got to remember, it'd be a lot of incentives in these guys' contracts, right? So it may be certain amount of points, certain amount of this, certain amount of that. You get extra money. I don't know what it is, but hopefully Mike Brown will give Brunson a different mindset to where it's like, this is what it takes to play championship style basketball. You got to get the ball out your hands. You got to get others involved. You got to speed the game up. Remember, you're going to get yours. We know you can get 30, but we compete for championships if you get everybody involved. So, Flea, I 100% agree. Mike Brown, like I said that on the other show, him being involved with so many championship teams and organizations, he can bring that experience to us because we have no experience when it comes to that. So I agree. Move the ball. Now we got guys like Jordan Clarkson. He's a fast-paced guy. So like you said, Brunson is the guy that has to get everybody involved, and hopefully Mike Brown will be the guy. Mike Brown can hopefully be the guy that what Steve Kerr did with Golden State after Mark Jackson. Okay, I'm gonna unleash something else to where now we championship contention. So let's see. But I totally agree, Flea. We have to speed the game up because playing that half-court slow style of basketball, you'll have to get ran out the gym, as we've seen all throughout the season.
And the times that we did play sped up was against Mike Brown Sacramento Kings. Like certain times, there were times that we played sped up, and it's ironic. Shout out the Dime Dropper decided to remind me yesterday that I was wrong about after game 2. I'm sided with Flea all ball. No, brother. No, you're not.
I shouted for joy yesterday when I read that. I was like, look at Dom.
I bet you did, because all three of y'all are wrong. Because ain't no way you're going to start playing that style in game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals or the second round, whenever the hell it was, round 1. You have to do that from now until next June. That was the problem with Thibodeau from the beginning. He didn't understand. I didn't trust getting cat with him because we've seen this movie before with him. Nah, is he going to make Brunson be more of a point guard? If I see stuff like that, if we would have seen that from the beginning of the season, I don't think we would have had any doubts about what all ball was saying with championship expectations. If all of a sudden Jalen Brunson becomes Steve Nash, that's, and we're not asking him to be that, but that is part of the reason why I thought Tyrese Halliburton was better than De'Aaron Fox when he was in Sacramento. I don't know if Brunson can do it, but he has to make it more of an instinct. He has to practice that. That has to be something that, if this is something that we see with the team early on, preseason, then we start seeing the beginning of the season, we would start to get excited. Oh, you got Brunson to buy into just getting the ball down court without even thinking about it? Oh, damn.
Can we
Remember,
can we
he is
can we change that
please.
word, Fabian? Can
Which
we
one?
change that word a little bit? Buy
Which one?
in. Can we change that word to what Mike Brown used and insert that pause? Mike Brown said, I've been on 3 different teams. I know what it takes to win championship level team. The word he used was sacrifice. Can we just use that word instead of buy in for Brunson? Because there has to be a level of sacrifice with Brunson.
Hey, Fleet, all year, what have I been saying? Guys is gonna have to sacrifice. Remember what I said? I said, how many times I heard me say, if we know you can average 30, but what if you give us 24-9, 25-11? Like I said, these guys gotta wanna win a championship, bro. I know guys say it, but the play on the floor tells it all. I told you, a lot of these guys, they go out to get their numbers, bro. They go out and get their numbers. And it's sad that we watch it sometimes. Up 30, right? Man, I'm subbing myself out. The coach ain't got to tell me to get out the game. Yo. But nah, niggas want they 30. Niggas want they 40 balls. Bro, at the end of the day, I said it and I'm going to say it over and over again. The only way for us to win, we have to play like that 05 Detroit Pistons, Chauncey Billups in them. Bro, you have to play as a team. Brunson has to get everybody involved, bro. Like I said, we never seen at the end of the game him get nobody else a wide open shot.
You're right. You're right. I think, shout out to Cottage 81 in the comments. I'm not reading your full name because I'm not sure in all sincerity. I'm not sure if you're trolling or if you're trying to spread some awareness. You could, confirm that for me. But an amazing question that leads into what I'm talking about. Who's the better coach between Rick Adelman all time or George Karl? I will always have Rick Adelman over George Karl. I'm biased because I hate George Karl's guts. Rick Adelman's been to a finals, maybe 2 finals with Portland Trail Blazers, and then with what he did with Sacramento, and we won like 20 plus games in a row with the Houston Rockets. The way that he gets his teams to buy in, and he has a specific style. How does he get his players to sacrifice? Because we know how many players have come out and to talk about how much they hated George Karl. It's not an accident. So I'm not saying that the Knicks hated Tibbs. I'm saying are we sure Tibbs can get Brunson to sacrifice? Because if I'm Brunson, I'm sitting there going, sacrifice for what? What kind of play you drawing on for me? I'm gonna pass the ball, and then what? What's happening next? Mike Brown is the one that could probably maybe able to get him to buy in because he has a play drawn up. He has other plays. He goes, Cat's gonna be over here, but next time on this play, he might be in the corner for 20 plays of a game this time instead of doing what they did this year and only had him in the corner like once or twice. So this is a big deal. Now I'm starting to get excited because we talking X's and O's now. I'm not big on that, but we like to hear it. Can Brunson trust Mike Brown? That was the original thumbnail and the title and all that because, his man is gone off the bench. His father's being demoted somewhat, right? We got to see. This is how can he earn his trust? How can Mike Brown get him to sacrifice? Because we know, Flea, we love them playing at a faster pace, and we got a bench now. Let me
just say, Flea, let me just say this, and you can go.
Yep.
As much as we love Brunson, New York could turn on your ass in a New York minute. The pressure is on his ass. Bruh, we won a championship. We gave you the keys to the city. We don't want to hit them because you know what happened, Flea. You'll play for us and retire. What people be saying. All he did was this. All he did was that. Pound the ball. Didn't do this. Didn't do that. So he has to put in the back of his mind, bro, I need to sacrifice so I can win a championship. Because if he wins a championship, he will go down as one of the greatest we ever seen because it's going to be for New York City. So I just hope it doesn't take a coach to make you sacrifice to win a championship. He won a championship in college. He know what it takes to win. So, he just need to be careful because I'm a New Yorker, man, and we'll turn on your ass like a minute. Next thing you know, we'll be saying, get your ass out of here because all you doing is scoring the ball.
Mm-hmm. Listen, if anything, right, Mike Brown hasn't won as a head coach, right? But Mike Brown can absolutely walk into that locker room and demand respect. And if one thing he needs to demand respect from is his point guard. And maybe we need to get away from the word respect and go with what Fabian was saying, trust. There's nothing about Mike Brown that any of these guys on our roster should be like, oh shit, we can't trust him. Like all you can go if it's your track record. Or only reason why I have the certain friends I have is because they know who I am. Or y'all two the same. Whoever is in y'all lives are still in y'all lives because they know who y'all are. Your track record, right? We can only go off our resume, what we've done, right, and then keep going that way. So for the teams that he's been a part of, for the winning that he's been a part of, we keep talking about coaching staffs, right? All his coaching staff. Mike Brown's been on a lot of coaching staffs. It's been great. He's been an additive to a lot of different teams, different eras, different times in the league, right? He's grown up a little bit. So if anything, everybody in that locker room, including our captain, needs to trust him. So
I guess the spirit of the word trust always changed in my life when I realized that the word in Spanish means confianza, and confianza means confidence. Confianza. So, but it means, I always thought of it like confidence in yourself. Like, yeah, real confidence is when you trust yourself. You see somebody that's just truly confident, that means they totally trust themselves. So when you have real confidence in somebody else, we seen that they had confidence in Tibbs, but they lost that confidence. Old Bo was talking about it all year. He was very, theatrical about it sometimes, but it was real. Like, you could see, like, yo, dog, they're tired. They might not know, they might not understand what we're doing out there right now. They might not understand what your messaging is. And if this is what Mike Brown is saying, to Flea's point, he should be able to communicate this game plan to make Jalen Brunson take it to the next level. Oh, Sugarman, thank you for your $4.99.
$99, Sugarman, what up, boy?
Mike Brown did learn a lot coaching in Cleveland.
Sugarman, what up, man?
Sugarman, man. Anyway to talk about his Cavs.
That's my guy, Fish. What up? I missed Fish call last night. Fish, what up, Fish? He over there learning phrases. Yo, Fish is a fool for real, man.
Yo, that nigga different, yo. He's different, man.
Like, how? How
does he come? Some of the shit he comes up. Oh my God,
yo, bananas, man.
Too funny.
What's today? Oh, today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, I recorded the game. Can I go watch the game? God damn.
Oh, by the way,
wait, you want me
real
wasting
quick,
your time?
boy.
Not impressed by nobody.
Bugging. Flea. Cooper Flag looks official.
I'm sitting there talking to y'all. Can I go watch?
Yes, you can.
He look official playing against high schoolers. Stop it, Fade. Ain't nobody out there. Get out of it.
Bro, you can tell when somebody's ahead of the pack.
It's the summer league. All the stars show out in the summer league as young ladies.
Flea, yes. Tomorrow, after you watch the game tonight, group chat and tell me what you think. Once again, I'm not impressed.
Regular?
Suckers.
Regular?
Yeah.
Fish said Flag is official. Nah, the big show. Fish is from Flag.
Fish is from Dallas.
Thank you, Fish.
I gotta watch it. I recorded it.
Niggas out here, Flea, these niggas out here shooting bricks, air balls. This shit is terrible, man. This shit is like a street ball game. Fabian, am I lying?
It's called Summer League. Shout out to Dom Dropper. He's in the building, by the way, watching that, if I'm not mistaken.
Big shout out our brother, the Dom Dropper.
Now, can we hype the game up? What a dickhead. Yo, Flea, what is wrong with him? Dom is in the building for this big monumental game that costs $2,500.
I'd have brought one of them niggas to get my money back. I'll tell you that much. I'd be waiting right outside the game. When y'all young niggas get my money back? Shit is terrible. Look,
I think Flea froze up, man.
This shit is terrible, man. These niggas flopping all over the place, shooting bricks, air balls. Come on, man. Cut the jokes. I'm not saying the young men ain't good. I'm just saying it's You know me. I'm a hater. I'm a stickler. I don't like nothing. I don't like my own reflection sometimes. But this shit is regular weed, bro. I'm sorry, Fabian. Get us out of here.
Cooper looks great. Bronny, I'm not saying he's an NBA player, but he's doing his thing for his level. But Cooper Flag is officially an NBA player, y'all. And whatever that means, I try to twist it.
Exactly. Fuck out of here. You see how you just told on yourself? Thank you.
Listen, because he's not. Come on, man.
Get us out of here. Get us out of here. Thank you.
Mañana. Oh, TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.